So ABC stands for Asian Basketball Connection, but you know, we have players who are Asian, who are non-Asian, and our main focus is we want it to be a good environment where people can come play basketball, really have fun, get to know each other, and have fellowship. And then most of all, you know, it's an avenue for us to share the good news of Jesus Christ with all the players and the fans that come through. So that's really kind of like the mission and what we're focused on.
I really like the ABC League because it's like a community of people. Yes, we play basketball, but we also have the fellowships where we get to know what's going on with people. And sometimes we go through some of the tough parts of life with each other, like people losing jobs or problems with relationship or losing loved ones. And we're a community where we really can talk about some of the real things in life and also pray and support each other.
We started in 2003. At that time, we moved into a new church facility, and the place had enough of a space to kind of put a very small full court in there. And being that we were young, we loved basketball, got together with 5 other brothers, and we started this league.
The inspiration for those nicknames, actually a lot of it was SportsCenter. And also during that time they had the And One mixtape tour, so it was a combination of those things along with, you know, things that you would see or think about, you know, in your daily life, you know, that would inspire me to come up with a street ball nickname. One of my favorite ones, of course, was Jack's nickname, which is Windex, because he's always cleaning the glass. Another one that really stands out for me is Dr. Doom. That's John Shang's nickname. And I just remember, you know, Marvel Comics, and you're just thinking about the one villain that always just keeps coming back and it's just so powerful. And I just remember thinking, you know, his gauntlet, about how powerful his gauntlet is, just like how powerful John's shot is, and it just like would suck all the hope, you know, all your chances for winning with just like one dagger 3 at the end of the game. There's so many names that we could probably think up with. If we had just like one episode where we had all the original people come in, you know, that are still playing in the league to come up with the best nicknames, they'd probably have a whole bunch of them. But yeah, in a nutshell, it's just really a lot of popular culture, yeah, SportsCenter, you know, hip hop, and one mixtape tour. Those were really special times when I actually didn't have a life and actually had more time to come up with the nicknames. But
my memories of season 1 are very special. I was asked by my friend Jack Liu to participate in the league, since we had participated in the many other leagues like the Chinese Christian Union in San Francisco prior, and Jack's church had decided to start a new league out in the East Bay. And since I worked in the East Bay, it was pretty easy for me to get to the gym near Oakland Chinatown and go play. The experience of playing in season 1 and the subsequent seasons at that initial gym were very interesting. The gym was very small. We were playing 4-on-4, but still, regardless, even though it was probably your non-standard basketball league, I still had a lot of fun. There were a lot of high-scoring games, guys scoring 30 points and grabbing 20 rebounds. Obviously, since the league has moved on from that location where season 1, I think 2 and 3, and maybe 4 were, we've played 5-on-5, so most likely we'll probably never replicate what we had in the early seasons. But season 1 still remains a very special memory for me.
ABC has been a true blessing to me because before I even started ABC, I was actually, I quit church for about 20 years as well, and I came back, now it's been about 11 years, and basketball was what brought me back to church, and ABC kind of complemented what God had the way God had brought me back to Him. And so between the ministry I run at BACBC and ABC, helping them lead the fellowships and being part of the leadership team was a true blessing and an honor to be part of the leadership team. And I've learned a lot. I've been growing closer to God, and I really appreciate everything that ABC has given to me.
It was a life-changing experience for me, in a nutshell, because it was really through the league that I came to Christ, and It was a lot of people. It didn't necessarily give me like a particular message that really grabbed my heart towards the gospel, but it was really that interaction every time we went to the gym, and seeing guys like Lem and Vic Sue and Jack and Chi. They really treated me like family. And you know, we used to go hang out, eat $2.50 wonton mein after the game, and you know, from then from basketball, from the fellowships, it connected to Friday night fellowship, and then later on it connected to, you know, Sunday service. And the more I got to hang out with those guys, the more I realized that there was really something more to my life than what I was really doing, and that was the question that God was really asking me during that time. You know, so it's almost like coming full circle. You know, going to the end of this league and just seeing how God really specifically through this league really changed my life for the better.
I really enjoy the league, and I'm actually part of the other league that we're going to be a part of, which is CCU's, Chinese Christian Union. And I just find ABC, it's a completely different vibe, even though you know, it's games and fellowships, kind of the same format. And but I just find that, you know, in terms of the guys that I encounter, they're just all very warm, and it's just an overall really good experience. It's a completely different experience for ABC. It's just more intimate. You get to know people better. You get to talk to them. Whereas for CCU, it's kind of like you show up and play, and then, you know, you leave. It's a little less personal. So that's one thing that I really appreciate about ABC.
Ever since that time, just being in the league, I've really appreciated it, just because, you know, it's easy to get competitive and really heated about the game. But that's something that I really appreciated, is the fact that it's organized in an indoor gym, but also you can play ball with people like that, you know, and get to know well and stuff like that. And that's kind of what my experience like was growing up. And so just getting to know people through basketball was another thing. I felt really comfortable playing in the league and doing something that I like to do. It's a good way to get to talk and get to know people.
My ABC experience has been terrific in the last 13 years that I've been involved. However, I think I've seen in the last few years, I've seen that I've evolved from looking at ABC as strictly as a place to play basketball to more of it being a community, a chance for me to contact other folks I don't see regularly and talk and see how their life is going on, as well as sharing with how things are going on with me. I've realized that having a community, or you can call it a support group if you want, of people around you that can kind of help you, you know, talk through things or maybe give you advice, it's much more important than worrying about just winning or losing a basketball game. Even though we all are competitive, at the end of the day, the relationships that we build are more important than the games itself. And so that's why I'm still so involved with ABC, because the community itself, the ABC community, has been very good to me, and I hope that we can retain that community and serve others, whether it's because they want to play basketball or they feel like they need support in other matters in life, that we can still have ABC, or as we call it, CCU East Bay moving forward, that we still have this community for a long time to come.
Now it's on its 12th year, 13th year actually, and I'm really excited about where the league is going. And we're in 2016 we're going to become part of CCU East Bay. CCU stands for Chinese Christian Union. It's an organization that's been around for 100 years, and we're excited to be joining them and becoming part of their division on the East Bay.
It's also exciting to see the ABC League evolve into CCU East Bay. And believe it or not, a couple of us, Murphy, Lau, and me, we played in the original CCU SF League literally 35 years ago. And so it's interesting and bringing it full circle where we now have the CCU East Bay as the extension or the next step of the ABC League.